So the game was caught lying. The game was caught lying. But this time, it was on Kendrick's name. Grab your popcorn, guys. How's it going, Jtomreactions community and YouTube? It's your boy Jtomreactions, and I'm here with another edition of Jtomreactions. Yo, wow, indeed. And this time, somebody got caught lying, so that's a reaction that we all have. Wow, wow, dude, wow, wow. So yeah, the game got caught lying on Kendrick's name. What did he get caught lying with? We're about to find out. But before we do that, before we get to the Ville, espérate, señor. Espérate. Un segundito, señor. Before we get to you, Ville, for all the people in the back that haven't yet subscribed to the Ya Tu Sabes community, all you guys got to do is like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your family and friends, hit that hype button, hit the noti bell so that way YouTube can let you know whenever I drop another video. Also, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Do you guys think that the game actually tried to sign Kendrick Lamar? I don't think so. Personally, I don't. And Ville has receipts, so we're going to check it out. So, Ville, without further ado, again, grab your popcorn because this is going to be a movie. This is why, I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is why I'm in a theater setting. Not here, but, here. I'm in a theater setting because everything that we watch is a cinema. Everything that's being played out is a cinema. So, the Ville, ya tu sabes, señor. Vámonos. Ville, ya tu sabes, you already know. Let's go. Oh, also shout out to all the people that have subscribed in the past couple of days. Yo, shout out to you guys. Love you guys. Also, all the OGs of the channel. Love you guys as well. Let's go. Let's go.
I have no idea why the game wanted to conduct this interview the way that he did, but he just gave himself the appearance of being a liar because there is no way that people on the internet are going to believe him.
If you guys want to watch this uninterrupted, all you guys got to do is click on the link in the description and it'll take you directly to the Ville's channel. And you guys will be able to like, comment, subscribe, do all what you guys want to do on his channel. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel and hit that noti bell as well for his channel. Let's go.
He says that he wanted to take Kendrick away from TDE and sign him as an artist himself when he first came out on the scene. Now, as you know, the game is from Compton, Kendrick is from Compton, and he tells this story on Big Boy's show where he wanted to take Kendrick from Top himself. And somebody had chimed in, right? It was 2T's. You heard him on Euphoria. 2T's is a security guard. It says right here, this is T's right here. He had commented under this video saying, blood faking. He never wanted to sign Kendrick. And it's the thing that the game says in this interview that is proving 2T's point. Not only that, but Kendrick has a song called Last Real Person Alive. And this song, he explains exactly his relationship with the game and explaining the early stages of his career. But
Boy. This is why you shouldn't go around telling fibs. This is why you shouldn't go around telling fibs and creating narratives, because it always comes around full circle. Come on, game. You know this. How old are you? Let's go, man.
First, we're just going to react to the quotables that the game says here. He starts the interview off exactly how we said it, right? They're both from Compton. They're both affiliated with the city. Even though Kendrick was never technically put on, he was always affiliated with that group. He was always affiliated and tapped in with the street. He later on says that he would go to Top Dog's home and he would help him with his current artist, J-Rock. That's what he's saying, right? I'll go to Top Dog's house, help with J-Rock when J-Rock was starting off, get on the early stages of J-Rock's career. He would pop up and help him with his artists. Now, the game takes this approach, right? That he was ahead of the curve, that he had been in the limelight a lot longer than they were. He had already reached his fame. He had already reached a popular celebrity status in the rap game specifically also. And him coming to Top Dog's house.
You know, the way that people create narratives, right? So they tell the truth and then they add a little sprinkle to it and then they just continue lying. So they're telling the truth, so there may be some truth to it where he was going to to help out J Rock. He was going to TDE's home. But they add a little sprinkle to it to make themselves look better than what they are currently looking like. He wants to I guess he wants to appear like, damn, I could have signed Kendrick Lamar. I have an eye for talent. I don't know what he's trying to do, to be honest with you. Maybe he's trying to make Kendrick Lamar look a certain type of way. I don't know. I guess, if you don't have your popcorn yet, go grab that shit. Pause the video. Go grab that shit. Let's go.
Helping with J Rock and all that was him showing, that he's just helping out the peers that are still behind him. This is when he thinks that he's still ahead of everybody. Again, that didn't last long until later on we find out what Top Dog TDE actually becomes to be. In this conversation, while speaking to Top Dog, he asked Top Dog, let him get Kendrick Lamar. Let me get Dot. That's what he says. Let me get Dot from you. And then he says that. Top Dog says no. The problem is that the game is lying. He never wanted Kendrick. He never wanted to sign Kendrick Lamar. He never ever thought about doing it in the first place. That's the problem, is that he had took J-Rock on tour. And then when he took J-Rock on tour, he's right. Kendrick did go with him. Kendrick was J-Rock's hype man. J-Rock was the first person signed to TDE. Technically, he was there first, then Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick was his hype man. So when he's not...
It's kind of weird seeing how all this is playing out. Like, why go around telling these fibs when you have people that can debunk your stories? Why go around telling this shit if people were there? People can turn around and actually like be like, hey, yo, that motherfucker's lying. Why tell the story? Unless you believe the lies that you tell. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. You believe the lies you tell? Shit.
Not lying about taking J-Rock on tour and then Kendrick following with him, but he never saw the talent that Kendrick had. The only people that saw it was Top Dog himself, Dave, and all that, right? It was never somebody outside from that. The game is lying right here, really bad. Then he says that he asked him a second time. He asked him when they were at the Games house, let me get Kendrick Lamar from you. And he said, no, again, this is another lie. He lied twice about asking for Kendrick to get him as an artist. What makes it even funnier is that he doubles down and tries to say that he wanted to piece up or collab or do something with TDE way back when in their early stages, which is complete cap, bro. We've never heard of.
Yo, give me a sec. I'll be back. All right, I'm back.
About the game wanting to sign TDE at all. So this is basically him tripling down on this lie, bro. First saying that he went to Top Dog's house and asked for Dot and said no. And then he said that Top went to his house and asked for Dot and said no. And now he's saying that he wanted to do something with TDE, collab with them and all that way back when. And he said, no, piece it up. No, they never did any of that. Big Boy's confused because I'm sure he's never heard any of that either. And he's like, did you say that you were going to sign Kendrick or you wanted to get a feature from him? And he's like, no, I wanted to sign him. And that's where.
See, again, why tell these lies? Like, what is your end goal? You're trying to make yourself not look like you're salty about Kendrick being passed the torch. Like, what is it that you're trying to do? Like, I'm not understanding it right now. Like, are you jealous that Kendrick Lamar has all this fame and success and now you're trying to ride his coattail? Like, what is it that you're trying to do? Like, please explain. Please explain. Let's go.
Everybody jumps in. That's when 2T says, bro, you're lying. That never happened. That never took place. I don't know why Blood would say that. And we got to go to the lyrics, right? Because the lyrics are really what's going to tell us what happened. You see in the beginning lyrics, bro, this is the song that I'm talking about right now. This was technically like the 11th track of.
This is why you shouldn't tell any lies. Kendrick Lamar, a long, long, long time ago, Mr. Prophetic K. Dot, the Prophet K. Dot, he knew that you were going to try to spin a narrative on him. So what did he do? He dropped a song. A long, long, long time ago, in a valley long, long, far, far, far away. Oh, man. In the year 2009, K. Dot went and dropped a song on the game's head. A couple years later, 16 years later, the game decides to drop some lies. But does Kendrick have the receipts? We're about to find out on the next episode of Jtomreactions. So I'm just playing. Let's go.
Kendrick's mixtape, Compton State of Mind. This was released in 2009. And he talks about the game multiple times in this verse. He says, let me tell you when it all started. Game dropped documentary and made plenty enemies. It was a classic album, but prior to that, Gorilla Black debuted and put the city on wax. A lot of Biggie comparisons, we was all aware of that, but that wasn't my MO. I just thought it was dope. Can't understand why Game would say this in that manner. Many years went by, still no legitimate answer. Went to the barbershop to show off my skills. Mike and Jaime and some other cats said I was real. Jaime was Game's barber. The other cat made a statement saying that the Game was his partner. So I gave him my tape. Said he'd play it for him, hoping that I'd get my big break. But I never got a response anyway. And that's the beginning.
Game? He didn't get a response. He didn't get a response from me, bro. So what are you saying? Why are you lying? What is your end game? What is your end game? Trying to make it seem like, oh, I heard a K. Dot first. What is your end game? It doesn't, nothing is adding up. Like people are debunking your lie that you sprinkled in with a truth. So what is your end game, sir? What is it that you're really trying to do?
Right? But he's not done. He still continues. He actually talks about the time when he went on tour with the Game with J-Rock. He said he met Top Dog and he told Dave that he'd like to meet him. Me at the studio, maybe freestyle for an hour. Told me to come back tomorrow, but I came back in an hour. J-Rock was in the booth recording his first mixtape. Was skeptical, homie, at first because he knew where I stayed. But we got over that. Heard the beat, wrote a rap, did our first collaboration on the Nephew track. He got signed months later, Warner Brothers. He started on his album, he wrote his rhymes on paper before Sidekicks became a modern day phone. Same time, our buzz was generated from G Malone. Now this is when he gets back to the Game. But that's a whole nother story. We hit the lab with Game and a few other names like Juice and Young and your boy. Did the Cypher freestyle and everybody's like, wow, these Top Dog guys about to make noise. Shortly after, Game took us on tour. I love him for that. But right after that, we didn't see him no more. G Malone came with a smash hit with Akon. Mr. Fab.
Oh, nah. See, Game, your story's not adding up. Your story isn't adding up. Like, you said that you went to Top Dog and you asked for Kendrick. But if he's saying that he never saw you again, so what is it? What is your end game? What is it?
Battle Roy Snickle with Napalm, then everybody started to scream the New West and claim that West Coast legends don't want to see him at best. I think that's just an excuse because their music ain't tight. Tell them that Ab-Soul said it. They can quote him twice.
Damn.
The Game is completely lying. 2 T's is calling out this lie because he knows for a fact ain't no way that the Game actually.
Ville's throwing out some punchlines. Ville, can you rap?
T's is calling out this lie because he knows for a fact ain't no way that the Game actually considered signing Kendrick. He even says it in the song. When I gave it to his barber, when I gave it to a guy that worked with him, worked around him, he never gave me any feedback. I'm not sure if he ever showed it to him, but once we went on tour with J-Rock and I was his hype man, he never hit us back. We never heard from him after that tour. You don't hear Kendrick in the game do a song until later on after Kendrick is established. I believe he
Hmm.
actually was on the Games album, the documentary too, and a song before that when they were recording
Right.
together in Compton. I forgot the name of the song at this time, but they didn't work until later after Kendrick finally was established by himself. That is the problem. Is that the game is trying to act like he had saw potential in Kendrick before anybody else did at the same time that Top Dog did, when that's a complete lie. And this is probably one of the worst lies that the game has said, because now he's trying to take credit for Kendrick Lamar. This is reminding me of the time when Snoop Dogg had passed the torch, and then the game says a few words like the torch was passed to him. Like nobody even acknowledged that the game had any torch at all. I know that the game at one point was probably holding down the West Coast. He was the only one from the West Coast that was making noise during the early 2000s when 50 Cent was
Hmm.
popping and all that, right? But needless to say, bro, without a doubt, when Kendrick came on the scene, he was the one that was holding that torch that the game always wanted. And I think the game is right here trying to little bro Kendrick by trying to take this credit of something that he didn't do. The game is
That's what it is. I knew it. I think the game is jealous because right now Kendrick is getting all the shine. And he's trying to say, well, I'm still here. Why are y'all looking over there? I'm still here. I tried to sign Kendrick way, way back in the day. I knew Kendrick before all of y'all. Me, I supported Kendrick for all these time. I thought Kendrick was a beast this whole entire time. I saw him grow from the person that he is. I saw I saw Kendrick do this, I saw Kendrick do that. But in all actuality, it's a lie. God damn. See, this is why you should talk about your life and document everything about your life, because then people are going to think that it's okay to make narratives about you. But you have it on wax. You have it on wax. That's crazy. God damn. Let's
really
go.
messed
Let's
up for
continue.
this, bro.
Let's
I don't
finish.
think that anybody is going to believe him. We got to clear the air right now and make sure that
Right.
this lie doesn't get accepted. Make sure that I'm sure everybody that is a Kendrick fan knows this already. But anybody who's outside of hip hop or is getting into hip hop needs to know that the game had nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar's success. The game had nothing to do with the trajectory of Kendrick's career. It was always Top
Hmm.
Dog, Dave Free, all of these guys that had been sticking with TDE since the very beginning. The game is completely wrong for this. I don't know why he would do this. To be honest, bro, I think it's probably the worst thing that he's lied about. I know he's also said a couple things. To me, I think this is a bad look, especially like why would you want to take credit for this, bro? Why don't you just say that, yeah, I took him on tour. Yeah, I showed them around, but I didn't put them on. I didn't show them. I didn't sign them. You could just say what you actually did without lying about things that you wanted or could have done. Look,
It's because of the Vil. Sorry to cut you off. It's because the truth will make him look a certain type of way. Like, damn, I could have had this motherfucker, but I didn't pay any attention to him. Damn, I could have had one of the best artists, one of the best writers, but I didn't. I didn't pay attention. Um, I think that it would make him look a certain type of way that he doesn't want to look like, especially right now. He probably has a project coming out, which is why he's probably doing this interview right now. And the only way to possibly get his name out there is to say Kendrick's name, which is that's what a lot of people have been doing lately. They've been using Kendrick's name to boost themselves so that way they can, um, get their project out there. You know, it's just one of those things. Yeah. Let's go.
looking
Let's
back
keep
in
going. Let's
hindsight, knowing
finish.
how big Kendrick is now, how big TDE is, how big J Rock
Right.
is, you could at least say what you actually did because you did take them on tour. But as far as doing stuff for them and signing them, you never even considered that. Anyways, this is probably one of the biggest lies that the game has said in the rap game. No pun intended. But y'all
Right.
can tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.
Keep it a legend. Y'all go follow the Vil. Hey, Vil, another W video. Another W video. Y'all let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Here are my thoughts. I believe that the game may have a project that is coming out here, so he wanted to go ahead and create a narrative, possibly use Kendrick's name, so that way he can boost himself back into the limelight, or he's trying to create some sort of controversy by using Kendrick's name. He wants Kendrick to say his name, so now, so that way his project can be put in the limelight. Um, I do believe that Kendrick is telling the truth. Why would he lie, especially back in 2009? He was telling a story that happened to him. This was whenever he was first coming into the game. So why would Kendrick lie about that? Um, also, also, I believe that the game um, was partially telling the truth. He did take Kendrick on tour, but he didn't try to sign him like the way that he's trying to say. And then not only sign him once, but he said that he tried to sign him 3 times, 4 times. So I'm just I'm just trying to figure out why he would lie about that. Y'all put your theories in the comment section. Those are my thoughts. Y'all could take it or leave it. um, but yeah, this has been your boy Jtomreactions. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Share the video with your family and friends. Hit the noti bell on your way out. Also hit the hype button for me as well. It's been your boy Jtomreactions. I'm out this bitch. Ya tu sabes. You guys already know. Let's fucking go. Game. You gotta stop lying, bro.